Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Food and Fun Friday with another new recipe. This recipe would have been in yesterday's slideshow, so I hope you got a chance to see it and sit down today with me and enjoy it while I eat, and then of course share some information on keto, read some Bible scriptures, and story time. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Share around this channel to help my channel to grow, which also helps you, and definitely shoot me a thumbs up. Let's get started. Hi everyone, happy Friday. Great to see each and every one of you. And it's so great to be back doing my videos again. My Food and Fun Fridays, of course the slideshow yesterday. You'll get a treat video tomorrow, hopefully. But I had to take a week off. A few weeks back, I told you guys that my stepdad had his toe amputated. Well, he was on a few antibiotics and it raised his potassium level pretty high. He was hospitalized for that. It's very dangerous when you have either very low potassium or even high. His was pretty high to the point where you could have had a heart attack. So he had to go into the hospital, stay there a few more days again to get that level to come down. And then there was a scare that more of the foot may have had to be removed because there was some redness on it. But by the grace of God and the many prayers, that didn't happen. So thank God he is doing okay. The foot is healing and all of that. But yeah, it was another scare with that potassium being so high that he had to be rushed to the hospital because they said the levels were so high. Get him in here quickly because he could have a heart attack at any time. So thank you, God, again for answering prayer and keeping my dad safe. And I'm just thankful to be back in doing the videos again with you guys. But if you ever see me not in, it's because something's going on or, I get busy. But I try so hard to keep these videos up all week long for you guys and, all the teachings and everything I do for you guys. And that's why I haven't been able to answer a few of you guys that asked me for help with the keto diet. Hopefully by the time you see this, I would have answered back to you. If not, I will get back to you as soon as possible. But it wasn't only that. I'm also helping a person move next door and everything. So yeah, a good friend of mine's moving and I've been helping with that. So it's just been a busy, busy time for me. So I hope that I got back to you. If not, I will. I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise. But keep watching these videos because they have great information. For starters though, before we go into the information, we'll do our words of Jesus for women. We'll put God number one. We always want to put him number one. We are on life-giving water. This is John 4:13 and 14. Everyone who drinks this water will be thirsty again, but whoever drinks the water I give them will never thirst. Indeed, the water I give them will become in them a spring of water welling up to eternal life. And it goes on to say, Jesus says that he offers everything you need. What does that mean? Well, pretty much everyone is born with a thirst to be loved and to know that to know they matter to someone, that they want meaning in their lives. Some people try to quench this thirst by accumulating wealth. Some turn to alcohol or drugs. Those things might work for a while, but the only thing that will quench the thirst to be loved forever is Jesus. He lasts for eternity. This is a great one, you guys. Really, really good how it's saying that no matter what we go after in life, having more money, a beautiful car that we really want, or all these clothes, or, a beautiful home and all the things you have in your home, or you become an alcoholic and you drink a lot or you do drugs, you'll never be fulfilled. Never will you feel fulfilled off of those things like you will giving yourself to Jesus, knowing that he walked this earth, died for us, and rose again and gave us eternal life if we believe that. God sent his son to do this for us, and he did. He could have been taken down at any moment, asked the angels to take him off that cross, just destroy the world, and that's that. Because we are all sinful people, but he stayed up there, never complained, and his last dying words was, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And then he said, it is done. And it was done. Anybody who believes now can have eternal life in heaven with Jesus. So here on earth, this isn't our permanent home. We are just here and gone. We're a vapor. We're just here because God has every one of us born for a reason, for a purpose. He's got a perfect purpose and plan for each and every one of us. And we should seek that out by praying to him. But everybody has a chance to make it to heaven where you live for eternity. You're not eternity here on earth, and you're not truly going to die. Your shell will go under the ground, but your soul goes to heaven and you live on forever walking streets of gold. So let's give our thirst to the Lord, because we'll never thirst again. You will never thirst again, having where it says he lasts for eternity. That's for eternity. Drugs and alcohol and a beautiful home and a car and all that never lasts for eternity, right? But Jesus is eternity. And that's a great thirst to quench, right? The bottom says, how does Jesus show his love for you? How has your awareness of his love from you growing as you have known him longer? Wait, let me read this again. Sorry, that light sometimes blinds me. How does Jesus show his love for you? How has his awareness of his love for you grown as you have known him longer? How does Jesus's love give meaning to your life? Well, I would definitely say that since I've grown in my Christianity, my walk, God has done so much for me. I'm happier. I'm a happier person. I feel alive all the time, because no matter what happens to me, I know that I'm going to live on for eternity. So I don't fear death anymore. For sure, I absolutely do not fear death anymore. I still have a little bit of anxiety, but God's definitely helped with the anxiety in my life. Just knowing that there's, anything that I need, walking with the Lord, anything I ever need, he fulfills that need. Maybe not all my wants, and that's okay. But he's even given me some of my wants. But the needs, he fulfills your needs. So I don't feel, unneeded anymore. I feel like my needs are met. I feel like I'm just, like I said, a happier person. I get up every morning happier. Do I have bad days still? Sure, because the devil's going to attack when you give your salvation to the Lord, and he knows that you're going to heaven. The devil's going to attack. So you'll have bad days. But you know what? I can have so many more good days than bad. And so I would say that would be my growth, would be more happiness, not needing anything because I feel fulfilled. I feel like my thirst has been quenched. So I don't feel I need anything there. I know that I have eternal life. I don't fear death anymore. I look at things differently. Even the moon and the stars, I look at it so differently, knowing that it was created by God, and it's just so beautiful. So I appreciate life more. I really do. I appreciate the life I have. And I love being able to share that with all of you guys too. It's helped my growth even with all of you. Just spending more time with the Lord, quality of time with him. I'm a nicer person. I don't of course, when things would happen bad in your life, you would turn to your friends. But now I turn to God, and, I talk to Jesus personally and tell him things in my life. I don't talk behind people's back anymore. I'm more loving and kind. So there's a lot of things that have changed in my life, and a lot will change in yours. So why don't you fulfill your thirst and not be thirsty anymore, and give yourself to Jesus Christ. Give yourself to him and know that he did it. Give yourself to the Lord. Give yourself to God. Know that you have eternal life. Start your day, go through your day, and end your day with life's manual, the Holy Bible. Read it, study it, get on your knees, be praying, get in that personal relationship with the Lord, and reading the beautiful words he has here. Look at this verse again, another beautiful, verse talking about how we don't have to thirst anymore if you have the Lord. And so that's a great verse to read. So just be reading this beautiful book. Don't let it collect dust. Like I've said before in other videos, there's people out there that would give anything just to have one Bible. They can't even have it where they live in their country. They can't even have a Bible or can't afford it. And I have like 8 of them. So just appreciate this book and read it. Don't let it sit around and collect dust. Do I have times that I forget? Absolutely. Do I have times I don't read? Absolutely. Does it, sometimes life get in the way? Yes. But we're supposed to put God number one, and that's what I'm really focusing on. Today I did pray. Today I did read the Proverbs of the day. There are 31 Proverbs, and that is the wisdom chapter. Read one that matches the day of the week. Today is the 26th. You guys won't get it till later, but today is the 26th, and I read that one for today. There's 31 because sometimes there's 31 days. You read up to however many days there is, like February, there's 28, sometimes 29. Read and then start over again and keep doing it over and over because it's going to give you something for that day. It's the wisdom chapter along with Job and Ecclesiastics. They're all the wisdom chapters, so read them, but read the whole Bible. Challenge yourself to read it. Read it for 30 days. Do the 30-day challenge in the New Testament. It's 9 chapters a day and you'll get done in 30 days. Or challenge yourself to do the whole Bible in 6 months or a year, whatever, but really read this and just study it and know all the keys are in here to know when Jesus is returning. You'll feel the closeness of him returning. You won't know the time or hour. No, we just won't know that. but we will know when it's drawing near. So just get close to him, you guys, and then just share it with other people. Share the word with everyone. If you can get tracts, and I know people ask me what that is. Our church gives out tracts on talking about how to get your salvation. That's what I mean by a tract. So I get those from church, and I'll pass them around to people. I carry my, in my purse and stuff. But if you can't get a tract, then just, write things down and get copies of it and give it to people, or share, the word of God to people. If you're embarrassed to do it, then you know what? Pray for those people. Pray that God will help many souls be won by people that aren't afraid to talk about it. But at least tell your family about it. Your family and friends. Tell them about it. We want us all to get it, to get into heaven. And that's why God made it so simple, sending his son to die. If we believe, we have eternal life. So get your life right with Jesus. All right. So we've done that. We made God number one. Now we're going to go on to eating, and I'll talk a little bit about my keto diet while I'm eating, and then we're going to do a story time. So we're going to go ahead first off and try this. Like I said, it's a double cheddar cheese hamburger. Gosh, I had to swallow. A double cheddar cheese hamburger helper. So it does have the noodles. These are the shiritaki noodles. Some people say they don't like them because they don't like the taste of them. If you wash them really, really good under cold water for at least 3 minutes, running your fingers through it, and I showed in the video yesterday, and then I cut it up with kitchen scissors so they're smaller because I wanted to use these and not the spaghetti noodles. I'm sure they make an elbow noodle. I just haven't been over to Costco, but I heard Costco has a lot of keto stuff. So I'm going to go over there and check it out. But these noodles will work just fine, but you have to rinse them really, really good for at least 3 to 4 minutes, and then the smell goes away. It's just because they're in a liquid to preserve them longer. They stay in your fridge a lot longer than any kind of hot dish. Like after now sitting in the fridge now, they're not going to last as long. But in this water that preserves them, it's a protein noodle, very low carb. I think it's 5 carbs and 3 fibers, so it's only 2 net carbs for the whole bag. And I made 2 bags. I made 4 servings for me and my husband tonight, so we'll have a serving tonight and a serving tomorrow. But anyways, that's what it is, a protein noodle. It's called the shiritaki noodles. I get them from Cub Foods, or you can get it. I've seen it at Festival Foods. I don't know. Maybe I've seen it online too. So look online, because I'm sure online they had the elbow noodles. I think they did. But anyways, I made it look, to be like a hamburger helper, and it was simple. Just hamburger, the noodles, the ragu double cheddar cheese sauce, salt, pepper, and oregano. I will link it down below in case you didn't get a chance to watch this video or you skipped over this part. I'll link it down below for everyone as well. I always do, or you forget. It's always linked down below how to make it and everything. And then, of course, it would have been in the slideshow yesterday and listed in that box as well. I make it simple for you guys. So let's go ahead and try a bite. Look at this, you guys. The hamburger, the noodles, the double cheddar cheese sauce, and the seasonings. And my husband said it was delicious. He loved it. Oh, that is good. It's so awesome to be able to have things like we used to eat and, and enjoy being able to kind of eat like we used to. Now, are these elbow noodles? No. Is a little bit of a different taste? Absolutely. The spaghetti noodle, I notice, isn't as much of a taste because noodles kind of are plain. It's when we add something to them, it gives them that flavor. But these ones here are a little bit, I would say the texture is a little bit different than the spaghetti noodle. You can cook it a little longer if you want, but never ever boil these noodles because they get rubbery. I just throw it right in. If you've seen, like I said, the slideshow yesterday, I just throw it right into the hamburger after it's cooked, mix it around and heat it on simmer with the cover and all that. But yeah, I would say that's the only difference, like maybe the texture of it, a little bit of the taste is a little bit different, but it's delicious, you guys. I love it. If you don't like these noodles, you could do a hot dish like this using cauliflower rice. That would work good. It'd be almost like a rice dish. Because they do make hamburger helper rice dishes too, so you can do it that way as well. If you're trying to lower the fat, I teach a lot when you're first within, just starting keto and you have your own body fat. I was taught by a keto doctor, 2 keto nutritionists, my brother who teaches this as a job professionally, and all the studying I did myself, that if you have body fat, you don't have to do the 75% that they talk about for fat. You want to do like more like, I think that's like 150, 180, like it's pretty far up there. Some people even do like 200 grams. But when you're trying to lose weight, you can use your body fat and do like 75 grams to 100 and use your body fat and you'll get it off quicker. Then you get your weight off quicker. I was taught that professionally. It will not hurt you, but don't go below 75. And when you first start off, do at least like 100, 110. Get good and fat adapted first in the beginning. I always tell people, don't worry really about the fat in the beginning. I mean, you still want to count it. You don't want to go too far, but, eat that 75% macro in the beginning to get good and fat adapted. Once you are, then start to lower it so the weight will come off quicker for you, so you don't have to wait around so long. I've been ketogenic myself since November 4th of 2015. I lost all of my weight. I was 2 pounds shy of 300 pounds. and I'm 5'4", and I lost 170 plus pounds in just under 18 months. I always tell people it was between 15 and 18, so we'll say just under 18 months. I lost 170 plus pounds. I went from a size 24, 26 jean down to a size 2-4. I went from a 3X down to a size small to extra small in leggings, and in like shirts and stuff like that. I wear like a small in things and some extra small. And I just can't believe it at my age. I'm 45 years of age. If you're new to my channel, I'm 45 years old. I started the diet right before my 40th birthday. It was in November. My birthday's in December. So it was right before my 40th birthday. And I've been maintaining my weight out at 138 to 142. I range right in there. I have that little bit of window there that I play with because we know that time of the month, men, plug your ears. Different things like that. You get a sweet tooth. Maybe you might eat a little bit more one day. And, my maintenance eating, you might go up a little bit. So I give myself that 4 to 5 pounds to play around with, but I have kept that there for 4 years. In April was 4 years that I've maintained this weight out. I don't have a lot of cheat days. I didn't have my first cheat till I was well into maintenance mode. I got there in April of 2017, and I didn't have my first cheat till that year, 2017, the first Thanksgiving in November. So that would have put me at 2 years of keto. I would have been 2 years keto, but would have been April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So 7 months maintenance before I had my first cheat. And I'm at 11 now. 11 cheat days that I've had, which is in like 2,000 days, or right there at 2,000, or a little over 2,000 days. I've only had 11 cheat days, and I don't like to cheat. I don't. So what I do is I love doing, ever since this pandemic hit in 2020, I started doing 1 meal a day. I'm very big on fasting. I did it throughout my whole journey. I did 16-hour fasting, 8-hour window where you eat. I did like 2 meals and a snack, and then I would go 16 hours without eating. When I got to maintenance, I started doing like 24-hour, which is OMAD, which I do right now. I've done alternate day fasting where I went 40 hours. I've done some a little bit longer than that. I've done just fasting. I love it. And when this pandemic hit, I wanted to be at my most optimal health. And you are when you're hitting autophagy, which is after 18 hours of fasting. Anything over that, you're in autophagy, which just breaks down old cells, builds new cells, makes your immune system like on superpower, and just really helps make you youthful again and young. I think I just deleted. And just, it does so much. Go into my playlist, look under my keto journey or under miscellaneous, and I did a video on autophagy and keto. So you can watch both of those and you'll see. But autophagy is wonderful. So I did that 7 days a week for about a year of the pandemic. Then after that, after I had ended up getting COVID, I got through it breeze. It was nothing for me. I had a little bit of a stuffy nose, felt like I had a sinus infection, a little bit of loss in taste and smell, because I am very healthy. And I stayed even through that, even though I couldn't taste anything. I did the whole time. I did the 1 meal a day, every 24 to 27 hours I do. And then after that, I thought, okay, when I got well, I thought I'm going to do this 6 days a week now and take Sundays for a free day for me, not free from keto. I stay keto, but I just break the fast whenever I want. I eat as much as I want. I'm not really watching the calories too much on that day, have some fun. And then I go back 6 days a week, again, doing 1 meal a day. And I do it because I love it, not because I'm trying to lose any weight. I love the benefits of it. Okay. The benefits are amazing. And I always make sure that I get everything in 1 meal, because I do around 1,800 calories, sometimes 2,000. Sometimes it might be as low as 15, depending on what I'm eating, but I'm going to say right there in the middle, about 1,800 is what I do in my 1 meal. And so I'll go over that with you on my 1 meal, but that's what I do for maintenance for me. And that's what's been able to help me maintain my weight out. But some days I can do as much as 2,000, depending on what kind of fats I was eating. If I'm eating like really good fats and everything healthy, good fats, I could do as much as 2,000 at 138, 140 pounds. At 5'4", I can eat that much. Yep. And I know a lot of people say, well, that's not that much. Well, maybe not for guys, but for me, who I don't work out, I did in January and February, and then some things happened in March. And so I took some time out, but I'm getting back to that working out. But I did not through my whole journey. I couldn't. I had a car accident in 2005 that limited, my ability to exercise. So through keto, which is great. If you can't, you're in a wheelchair, you got back problems, things you just can't, exercise, you'll still get the weight off, but lower that fat down and watch it come off really fast. It will. But anyway, but now I exercise. I've been getting out walking again. The weather's a lot better now, so I will get there. But anyways, it's just an amazing way of life, and it's how I like to do it. In this 1 meal here, I have 19 carbs. Now, this diet is 20% protein, 75% fat, 5% carb. That is 100% value, what you need for your macros. That's what makes up your calorie deficit. your calories is your macros through your protein, your carb, and your fat. Now, your carb obviously is 20 carbs or less. That's what we do. You can do net, which deducts off of like greens. You can deduct the dietary fiber. So let's say something says like 6 carbs and it's got like 3 fiber. You can deduct the dietary fiber. So now it's only 3. It would be a net carb then. Okay. Or like on a sweet treat, you can deduct the fiber and you can deduct the alcohol sugars as long as it's stevia, monk fruit, erythritol. There's another one out there. I can't remember the name of it, but different ones like that. Some people can get away with like aspartame or sucralose. I can't really do sucralose. Sucralose I can do, but it drops my color. Aspartame doesn't really affect me, but some people it does. So you want to buy what's called ketone strips. They sell them at Walmart for $6 for 50 strips. You urinate on them like a pregnancy test, and instantly it will show you the color and look on the side of the bottle, and it'll show you if you're in ketosis. If it's negative, then you're not, but any color from there, from a light pink all the way up to a dark purple, you are in ketosis. But the dark purple just means you're burning the most fat. You're burning the most fat grams. That's what this is, a fat burning diet. That's what ketosis is, ketogenic. Ketosis is just a state your body goes into. It goes into a state of ketosis, it's just a big word for fat burning mode. You're always burning fat for fuel, okay? So hopefully these people that are new, I've noticed I've gotten like 8 or 10 new subscribers. So if you're into the ketogenic, I wanted to go over and just teach that with you guys. But that's what you do, and you just check things like that would be aspartame or sucralose. You can have that. Just be careful. Stick with the monk fruit, the stevia, the erythritol. Those are great ones to sweeten things with, to eat the sweet treats with. But I do recommend to try to stay away from a lot of sweet treats while in weight loss. Again, it'll stall out. I can do it now because I don't care if I stall. I'm not trying to lose any more weight. Just do it once in a while because they can be stalling. Those treats, they're deceiving. They're great. They keep you in keto, but they can stall you, just like alcohol. You can have alcohol on the keto diet. You can do rum or gin or vodka. I think gin is the same. Or vodka with a diet soda. You can do that, but again, it's going to be stalling to your weight loss. So again, just something you want to try to avoid as much as you can so you don't stall out and you just get your weight off quickly. So, but anyways, so that is basically the breakdown on that and how you do it. And then of course, 75% fat, but go lower don't in the beginning when you're first starting though, just keep it around the 75. But then once you get good and fat adapted, after about 2 months, 6 weeks to 8 weeks, then you want to start incorporating lowering the fat down. You do not have to meet the macro of the carb. You can go 0 carb. Now, I do mean you want to stay at 20 or less, whether it's net, which is going to go over. You can eat more like 30 or 40 because you're deducting all of it, which keeps you back at 20. Or you could do total carb where you don't deduct any of that, but you want to keep it at 20 or less, not 20 or over. 20 or less will keep you in a state of ketosis, okay? Whether you're doing net or total carb. And you can do 0. You can just do carnivore and eat just meat, eggs, and cheese, and you'll stay in, you don't even have to eat carbs. There is no significant value in a carb other than that is an energy source. Well, our body now runs off of fats. That's our new energy source. So you do want your fats, but if you have fat on your body, again, you don't need to eat 75%. It's 75%. You do not need to eat the 75%, which like I said, is around 150 to 200 grams. Let's just say that. You don't need to do that in the beginning. Use your body fat. So do 75 grams to 100 grams. That's what you want to do. And keep it low. Once you get good and fat adapted, keep it low. The protein is the most important, that you need to keep that at 20%, which is half your current body weight. If you weighed 300 pounds, you need 150 grams of protein a day. All right, right now, me at 100 and we'll say 40 pounds, I eat around 75, 80 grams. If you're working out, you want to increase that a little bit more. So when I am working out, I'm doing more like about 90 to 100 grams. Somebody working out really tough in a gym would do even more. Like a man or a woman really working, hour or 2 a day in a gym, definitely go higher than 120, maybe even 150. You want to up that protein. You don't want to lose hair and everything. You want to keep that protein in your body. It's important. You can lose hair. It can definitely make you unhealthy. That is the one macro that's the most important to meet, the 20%. But the fat and the carb, like I said, you don't have to meet those. So I hope that helped you guys. If you do need extra help, you want to understand the plan and all that. Like I said, I do have a few people waiting on me. I think 2 are waiting on me. I will get back to you hopefully before this video. If not, I promise I'll get back to you. I just had a lot going on. And then anybody else that wants help, I link my email down in my description box below here. You'll see a little arrow, hit that. And my email's down there. It's angelasanto121475@gmail.com. Definitely go in there and I would love to help you out. Get started, put you on a plan, because I was taught professionally and I have helped over 3,000 people myself now get healthy, and I would love to help you. So if you need personal help just to get you started on the plan and break down keto a little bit, explain a little bit more to you, I write it all out and I'll explain it to you. So I'd love to help you if you need the help. All right. let's get eating and read a story because it's going to get a pretty long video. Oh, what I'm eating. I have 19 carbs here total in the one meal because that's all I'm going to eat. If you eat more than one meal, try to keep it no more than like 6 to 8 carbs in that one sitting because we still have to burn those. So if you're going to eat more than one meal, make sure you just keep it at 20 a day, but do only about 6 or 8 in one sitting, okay? But here I got 19 because that's the only meal I'm going to eat today. I've got the 1 serving of the hamburger helper here, keto style. I've got 4 cherry tomatoes with a serving of ranch dressing. I have got a keto ratio. I'm going to do the higher fat one today since I don't have a lot of stuff here. I'm going to do the keto ratio. That one is a great one while in maintenance because it's a very high fat compared to the 2 good yogurts, which are only 80 calories. These are 200 calories. So these are a lot more, and I love this. This is the vanilla one. I have a serving of pecans on it. I'm going to do a serving of the whipped cream, 1 or 2 servings because it's only a half carb or 1 carb. So I'll do a serving of it. And then I've got a Earl Grey decaffeinated tea here with MCT oil in it, a tablespoon to also give me more good fat. And then I'm going to have one of these American Clear Waters, the strawberry. I love the strawberry. My favorite though is the wild cherry. I love the coconut, but I really love the strawberry too. My stepdad loves it. I just call him dad. He's my dad. My dad, my father passed away and I have a stepdad now, but he's my daddy. But anyways, the strawberry one, he said he loves it so much. He says it tastes like strawberry Kool-Aid. He really loves that one. So he doesn't really care for the other ones, but he likes that one. So I'm having that. And then when I'm all done, I'm going to have one of those ice cream sandwiches that are the Rebel. Came out now with ice cream sandwich. I did a video on it. If you didn't see that, go not last week, but the week before. I did a video on it showing you get them at Walmart and you get 3 ice cream sandwiches in the box. And the peanut butter one so far is my favorite. They have a mint one and they have a vanilla one. I haven't tried the vanilla one and I think it's a sugar cookie with that one. I'm not sure, or a chocolate chip cookie. I'm not sure on that one, but I've tried the mint one and I'll show you guys that one. And I've tried the peanut butter. So far, I love the peanut butter one the best. The mint one was really good, but I love the peanut butter one. I'm going to have one of those with this too, which will give me a nice source of fat. And usually when I sit down and do a Friday video with you guys, I do add a treat in that video. That's usually what I do, or on Sundays. I'll do that just so I can show you guys a variety of things that I eat because I don't do those treats even in maintenance all the time. Maybe once a week, sometimes twice a week, just depending on what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm in maintenance though. Remember that because I ain't trying to lose any more weight. So it doesn't matter. But I do not try to eat those often just because, you know, it's still, I would imagine, even though it's fake sugar, even fake sugar is not the greatest for you. So you just want to watch it. But anyway, so that's what I'll be having. And I have 19 carbs total, counting that ice cream sandwich. So, all right, let's eat and do a story. I'm going to do a story on I was driving home one day and I had just left my boyfriend's house. This was back when I was 19. And I was dating a guy, I've told the story already on here. I was dating a guy that was very abusive to me. He beat me all the time. And he didn't do it in the first 6 months, but he was an alcoholic and he started to beat me and threatened if I left, he would hurt me, kill me. He said he had family members that were in the mafia and everything. That scared me. I was young and stupid and naive. I kept going back. And I thought I loved him. But anyways, I also have salt and pepper on these tomatoes. I love tomatoes. Now, real quick before I finish the story. Tomatoes are carbier and onions. So don't do a lot. I'm only doing 4 of the cherry tomatoes. And it would be about, I think this was 4 carbs for these. So just be careful because tomatoes are a little higher. If you ate like a medium tomato, it's 5 carbs. So I would have 4 or 5 carbs here too. So just be careful with that. And onion, like a medium-sized onion would also be like a yellow onion or white, would be around 5 carbs as well. Otherwise, most greens are only like 1 to 2 carbs. That's the net. I love tomatoes. But anyway, so, yeah, he was pretty mean to me, but I kept going back. I was young and stupid and naive. I was at his house one weekend. Now it's my tea. Now, the MCT oil is not for cooking. It is only for putting in a hot coffee or a hot tea, or you could spoon it. There's really no flavor to the MCT oil. It's the finest of the coconut. So you can't even taste it. There's no taste with this. I do have sugar-free creamer in this as well. I forgot to tell you, a hazelnut sugar-free powder creamer. And then the MCT, a tablespoon of MCT. You don't really taste it, so you could just spoon it if you don't drink coffee or tea, but you can't cook with it. I think they do make a cooking MCT oil, but look for that. Do not cook with that because it's not for cooking. It's for putting in hot drinks. But anyways, so I was over one weekend visiting him, and it was, the weekend was over and it was time to go home. I had only had my license. I didn't get my license till I was 19, almost 20. I didn't get my license till then. But anyways, I was driving home. I was new to driving, and we lived in 2 different states, but they were right next to each other. I live in Minnesota, and this was, I live in Minnesota now, but at the time I lived in Wisconsin, and that's just a state over from us. So I had then lived in Wisconsin, and he lived in Minnesota. I was born in Minnesota, but my family had moved to Wisconsin when I was older. But anyways, so I was heading home from his house. New driver and everything, but we don't fear nothing. We just drive and everything, and it was a really rainy, stormy night. And I wasn't scared or anything. I was driving home, just everything was working fine, and the windshield wipers were clean, keeping it clean. And I had about a 40-minute drive home in this rain. And it was getting worse. But, we're brave. That's people. But I started to get a little bit scared because even the windshield wipers weren't cleaning it fast enough. And it was getting scary. So I just wanted to get home, and I was starting to get a little bit nervous as I'm driving. And I come up to where you're going to do, those roundabouts. I'm sure a lot of people know the roundabouts where people are coming onto a freeway, and then there's people on the freeway going off the freeway. I, to this day, can't stand those. I love when you could just go off a freeway. That's fine. Okay, that's no big deal. You're, on a freeway and you just take an off one. But when it's the one where you got people coming on as you are trying to, you got a car coming on and you either got to speed up or slow down a little bit to get behind them because they're coming in and you're going off, those round ones, I hate those to this day. But anyways, I was new to driving and everything, and I was coming up to this, and I had to do this roundabout. And it was nighttime too. It was very dark. I don't see good at night. I don't have very good night vision. I have astigmatism, but it's gotten worse over the years. It's even worse for me now to drive at night. I have to be very careful. I can drive at night, but I don't go far, or I make sure my husband's with me just to keep an eye on the sides and everything for deer and all that. Because, yeah, my peripheral vision is fine. It's just that my astigmatism, the lights, when they come at me and they, the lights, it almost blinds me. So, but anyway, so my eye vision, I had it then, wasn't as bad as it is now, but couldn't see real good. And I'm just learning how to do these roundabouts. And I'm coming up to it, and I'm, windshield wiper is wiping, and all of a sudden my windshield wiper stopped. It stopped. This one stopped. The other one's still going. Okay, but mine in front of me stopped. And it is raining so hard, and I need to get over, and I can't see. I cannot see you guys because it's raining so hard. So I kind of look through the other side as I'm moving over, or we'll look to the other side to look through, and I didn't realize that I'm actually kind of turning the car a little bit, but I did need to get over, but I was waiting. I wasn't getting ready to get over till I could see the cars coming on, but I'm kind of looking through just to watch so I can, watch in front of me, watch behind me and all that. Well, the car moved a little bit this way. But anyways, as I'm doing that and I'm getting ready to move over, there is this semi that I did not see because I had no windshield wiper on this side, only on this side. I did not see this semi. Thank heavens that I had angels around my car because I avoided the semi, and I don't know how. I have no idea how, because I literally, as I'm moving over, it was like pitch black. I don't know why I didn't see his lights. Again, I have no windshield wipers, so I can't see the lights, and there's only so many lights at certain spots on the big rig, So as I'm getting ready to move over, and then I slowly start to move over, there is this semi right here, and immediately I moved back, and thank God that there wasn't a car behind me, because there was in the distance, but it wasn't close enough to me so I could get back into my lane again, because I didn't even look. That's how scared I was. I moved back into the lane quick, not even paying attention who was behind me. So God saved me there. He saved me from the semi or whatever, because yeah, I would have been crushed by the semi, because the way I was going, his tires would have went right over me. It would have right over. I either would have went over the bridge, or he would have just crushed me. I mean, it would have crushed me, So it was so scary, and I can't believe, and this is why I'm saying there is a God, and he has a time for everybody, because I shouldn't even be alive right now. One, moving that way, and the semi was there. Two, moving back and not even looking. I couldn't see at all. I had no windshield wipers. And I had to drive the rest of the way home like this. I was looking through the other side all the way home. I was so scared. I know you guys would say, well, pull over. But there was no rain stopping. The rain was not stopping. And I just wanted to get home. I was scared. So I think I did, you know, because there was a little while before I could pull into like a gas station. So once I did get to a gas station, I did pull off just to see if I could fix the windshield wiper. And I kind of fixed it enough, I think, to get it to go a little bit. It would do a little bit. And I was getting closer to home then. So I got home. But I was scary. Of course, when I got home, my dad put on a new, you know, went and got a new windshield wiper. The next day, put one on. It was just that one wasn't working anymore. It was kind of bent or something, and it wasn't working anymore. So, done with that. So, yeah, that was a scary time in my life. Like, almost in 2 seconds, I could have been killed either way. And God saved me. So, again, I was so grateful for that. And just, it was so scary because I couldn't see. I was like, why would your windshield wiper go out on a freeway? Like, what are you going to do? If you can't see to pull over, I'm right in the middle where I need to get over. Because if I kept going, I would have went in the wrong direction. So, yeah, I was scared. And I thought, because I can't see, I want to go in the right direction. I was new to driving. I didn't know direction real well and all that. So, that was so scary, you guys. But I'm so grateful that I'm here today. Because that was a scary time in my life. After that, I was kind of scared to drive whenever it would rain. Because I thought, what if that happens again? The windshield wipers. So I always made sure I checked my windshield wipers before I left. Made sure it wasn't going to be like a bad rainy day or whatever. Sorry, I didn't mean to pull my nose. Sometimes the allergies are acting up. You can hear it. But anyway, so I was just more cautious then. But yeah, I did finally pull over when I could get to a gas station and fixed it enough to get home. Or maybe I did buy. I asked them when I went in. Maybe I did buy, because you know at gas stations they do sell windshield wipers. Maybe I bought one when I went in there. Maybe that's what I did. Because it's been so long ago. I was 19 at the time, and I'm 45 now. So, I think that's what I did. I bought one to make it home. Because, yeah, I wouldn't have been able to make it home with that windshield not working. So, I got off the freeway, took the first exit to a gas station. That's what I did. And got a windshield wiper. But, yeah, it was very scary, you guys. And I just left by, you know, the guy that was beating me or whatever left his house. So, scared of him or whatever, and all the things he said to me and everything, and then leaving and I almost get killed. So, done with the tomatoes. So, but of course, he didn't care. You know, when I told him what happened or whatever, you know, he acted like he cared. Oh gosh, I'm glad you're okay and everything like that. But yeah, you could tell there was nothing in that. Boy, it was stupid though when we are, just do a quick little squirt there and get the one serving, which is 2 tablespoons. But yeah, I guess we're just dumb when we're young. You know, we do the dumbest things. We date people that are just weird. And sometimes, like I said, I literally thought he could really hurt me. Like, I mean, yeah, people can hurt you. But I really thought that I believed that he had mafia family and all that, and they would find me and kill me. So silly. But I mentioned in the video when I told you guys about him, I did see him about 12 years ago, 15 years ago, and I hadn't seen him in, like, that time, like, let's see, probably had been at least 10 years, 12 years or whatever since I had seen him, and I literally, it's like I was a ghost. I turned into a ghost. When I seen him, I was so afraid. I froze in the gas station when I seen him because I never expected him to be there, and I froze in fear. I went out, and my ex told me, what's wrong? Like, why are you acting so weird? I'm like, I guess I'm trying to tell him that's, you know, that's John, the one that used to beat me. So yeah, it still scares me. If I see him, that memory comes back up because he was pretty mean to me. But anyways, this yogurt is so good. I love the ratio. I love the taste of it. It's so thick. I love the thickness. It is a Greek yogurt too. Wait. I don't know if this is a Greek yogurt. I don't even know if this is a Greek yogurt. I know the other one's a Greek yogurt, but this one is so thick, you guys. The other one's thick too, but I mean, this is so thick. Look at this. It's so thick. If you've never had these, try them. They're at Walmart. Look how thick it is. It's even thicker than the other one, the Too Good. I love them both. It's just that this one I need a little extra fat tonight, so I went with this one. If I don't need the extra fat, I'll go with the other one. I just like them both, so I eat them both. Because they have different flavors in the two. This one here is the vanilla. I love the vanilla in this one. I love the vanilla in the two good. So good. So, but I'm going to do my ice cream sandwich with it. Okay. I'm back and I got my Rebel ice cream sandwich. Look at how thick that is, you guys. I mean, I don't even know if you could tell. Like when you see, it's at least, I would say, almost 2 inches thick. I would say it's almost 2 inches thick, at least 1.5 inches thick. And I wanted to show you the box in case you guys didn't get to see the video. There they are there. They sell them at Walmart. And this one here is the peanut butter cookie and peanut butter fudge ice cream. They have the mint one where the cookie is a dark chocolate cookie. I think it's a mint cookie with mint ice cream in it. It's like a white ice cream. And then the other one is just a vanilla ice cream, I think, with, I don't know if it's sugar cookie or what. I haven't tried that one yet. But I've tried this one and the other one. So, but there they are here if you want to know about it. Rebel is a great one to get. And it even says right on the box, 2-gram sugar, keto, gluten-free, low carb. And it's telling you right here the net. These are 5 net carbs per sandwich. And then the mint one, I think, is 3. And the other one also is 3. So they're a little bit lower. But I mean, look at that. Isn't that crazy? Yum. And me and my husband love these. They're not real big. It would be like the size of a can, like I said, about the can of a soda. The roundness of the can of a pop is how big the cookies are, but there's so much ice cream in them. And it would be like when I used to take my Quest cookie and cut it in half, put the ice cream on it, and put the cover on top. It'd be about the same because the cookie would be about the same size then. So good. But yeah, I just needed it for my extra fat for tonight. So. I haven't even opened my soda yet. It's not really a soda, it's water. Flavored water. So, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you got some good information. Hope you enjoyed the video itself and the story time. Scary story, but I'm alive, so it's a good story. Because I'm still here. Delicious. But anyways, I'm going to finish this up on my own here because the video is getting a little bit long. And I don't like to do them more than 40 to 45 minutes. Even that's kind of long. But I just always have so much to say, read the scriptures, then of course teaching and all that. So it's hard to do a video in like 20 minutes when you have all that you have to talk about. But anyways, I'm going to finish this up. I hope all of you guys have enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a beautiful weekend. And hopefully I will have a treat video up tomorrow for you guys. I got another treat I want to share with you. It's a sweet treat. I want to share that with you. And other than that, you guys have a beautiful weekend. I'll be praying for all of you. Pray for me, please, and my family. And, you know, just the stuff going on with my dad, that his potassium level stays down now and that things, you know, his foot heals up good from that amputation and all that. I would greatly appreciate it. Other than that, everybody take care. God bless. And I will see each and every one of you in my very next upload.